Hey Aquarius, I'm Empress Rose and welcome to your reading. These are general readings, of course, so take what works for you, leave what doesn't. And I want to let you know that I have very thoroughly pre-shuffled and prepared these cards before this reading off camera. So we're going to start with the Oracle of Mystical Moments deck, which will give us sort of an overview of where we're going. So we need a message for Aquarius, which is useful message for Aquarius. True message for Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know? Okay, we've got one. What does Aquarius need to know? What does Aquarius need to know? Oh. Okay, so that's a more than I typically like, but sometimes we can make this work. Oh. So this is why I like to shuffle these cards very thoroughly, because Capricorn just got this card, and so that's interesting to me. So I like to know that my repeat cards are repeats on purpose, and not because I was a lazy shuffler. So in the Liberty card, we have a dove that the door is open, the dove is free to go, but the dove is not quite ready to go. So we have, it's weighing on the mind, this choice of liberty or not liberty is weighing on her. She's sort of dreaming of liberty, dreaming of leaving, dreaming of letting this burden go. It does weigh on her mind quite a bit. And she's trying to entice it to go. She's hoping it will move forward. In two of these cards, we have these half-open flowers, which I feel like really echoes this this half-open cage, this open cage with this bird wanting to leave on it. So, wow, we have some. So we have Butterfly Garden, and this is a card of close observation. See, there's the half-open flower, and she and this butterfly, the symbol of transformation, are watching very closely. I think she's watching her mind, what's going on in her own mind, very closely. She has a lot on her mind, like this one also, and she's observing herself and her own heart and her own growth very closely, very carefully. She's being sort of a scientist of her own mind, exploring it. And here we have Queen Bee. Again, we have two more half-opened flowers. We have this looming female figure. So a queen, an empress, a looming female figure here who can sting. She's capable of quite a sting here. Well, the queen bee isn't, but she's got an army that's ready to sting. So we have some pollination going on here. A combining of ideas. There's a lot of balance here. So you're balancing some things. But there's also just like this richness, this source of life here that's present here. And honestly, this card always confuses me. I don't think I've ever had a reading with that card where I was like, oh yeah, that's exactly what that is right there. So we have this Queen Bee energy. And then we also have Miss Sunshine. So this is someone who's been in a very dark place, has made some decisions and some choices, and has righted themselves and is moving up towards this light. And we see that they're moving up by some power that they're not necessarily in control of. They're holding on to it. They're holding on. There's a grasping onto this power that's bringing them into this lightness. So there seems to be some sort of religious belief system or beliefs or spirituality that you have grabbed a hold of and has flipped your narrative, and you're moving into a much more positive space. So there is something very heavy on your mind. There's some sort of you're very observant, you're watching yourself grow, and maybe you're watching yourself like move up and just watching very closely your thoughts and your ideas and watching that move forward. But there is this heaviness in the past here. And this bird, I see birds and bees here. So maybe there's something reproductive going on in your life, Aquarius. But I'm loving this like Miss Sunshine moving up. Maybe you're coming into some sort of power here. You are becoming a queen bee. You are understanding your place in the world and your understanding your place and the power that you do have in this situation. And oh my gosh, Aquarius, I think you got this one last time too. So this is like very much self-empowerment. I mean, she is holding on to these balloon cords that are bringing her up. She's the one holding on to them. And look at this I just love the similarities here. These both of these cards have a lot of balance to them. Have this open chest stance. You know, a heart opener here. If we're talking a yoga situation or something like that. So she's found something that's moving her up. She's finding her balance. She's finding some sort of power and control over her situation. This could also be, yeah, that's what I'm seeing is this observation and this halfwayness, because these flowers aren't open, they're like opening. So you're finding your way to your power and to your sunshine from this situation of, I mean, this is like a real in the middle of the process feeling I'm getting. Like you are finding it. You maybe have found it and have just begun. So this cage is open, and you may just be beginning to release some concerns and move forward into some light. So we're going to move to the Santa Muerte Tarot deck. These are, again, have been very thoroughly pre-shuffled and prepared. I just do a final preparation here. All right, Aquarius, here's your past, the 9 of Cups, your present, 11, High Priestess, the 2. Your internal landscape is Knight of Cups. What blocks you is Knight of Wands. Oh my gosh. What surrounds you is Knight of Swords. Your environment is Knight of Swords. What needs to happen is the 9 of Wands. And your future is the 6 of Pentacles. So, okay. So in your recent past, we have this 9 of Cups. We have this opening, okay, and I'm seeing this here too, this opening of this cage. We're having this opening of this treasure chest of deep emotions. You have acquired the treasure. You have the treasure. It's in your boat, and you're heading to a new shore and a new place. And you're heading very rapidly. But you have this full treasure chest. It's yours. You have it in the boat. You haven't made landfall yet, but it is yours, and you're moving forward. You've unlocked this heart. It's opened to you, and you're going home. You're heading to a home with your treasure, and it's yours. You've acquired the treasure that you set out to acquire. So you have an accomplishment and a lot of movement towards something. Yeah, you have your treasure, and you're headed someplace with it. So having it is one thing, arriving home is another. So the last step is arriving home with this treasure chest, and you're well on your way. So it looks like, you know, in terms of this card, it reminds me of you flipped the narrative, and you're heading home. You're heading up to a brighter place where you belong. But you have what you need. You have already flipped the narrative. You've already acquired. You have become the queen bee, and you are ready to so you have it. And then we have this high priestess. So this is your current situation, is trying to learn, trying to understand, transforming pain into a crown, transforming yourself into this queen bee. I mean, here we have this this queen bee. I was saying Empress, but high priestess also, this this female energy of having arrived and having owning your power, owning where you're at. So we have this high priestess energy. You're trying to learn. You're trying to see where all of this is going. You're trying to discern the future. You have messages. You have secrets. You have things. You have the key. You have the key. You've opened this and you're on the way home. You have the key. You've opened this. So in your possession is the key to your situation. You're trying. It is dark. There isn't much light here. You're heading towards light, but you're still in sort of a darkish place. But you have all the power that you need, and you have all the tools that you need, and you are figuring out your power and how to use it. And then in your internal landscape, you have this Knight of Cups. You have this moving forward. So to me, this is you have a message here. And to me, this is, you have 3 knights. So knights are warriors, are battle ready warriors. So you have this warrior energy that's very powerful here right now. So Knight of Cups is a warrior of the heart. So internally you have a lot of experience in the battles of your heart. And you're moving forward. You're going to go through this threshold. Your instincts in your heart are heading through this threshold. You're looking back at sort of the situation where you've come from. You're looking back at it. But there is a threshold being crossed, and look, this bird is standing exactly on the threshold of this cage. So internally, you are exactly on this threshold. You'll be moving forward, even as your mind is looking back and observing where you've come from. Your heart is on the threshold, and it's moving forward. So internally, your heart's on the threshold, and moving forward, whether your mind's ready or not. And then what's blocking you is this Knight of Wands energy. So this is a lot of gung-ho, still in battle mode, even though you're leaving the battle. Internally, you've left the battle. You're on the threshold leaving the battle, but this is still a fight mode. This is a gung-ho energy mode. So it's in your blocking situation. So we're going to say that either there's sort of an unwise leaping forward that you want to do that's blocking the situation, or you don't have this energy and you need this leap forward energy, this jump into this new realm, into this power, and to this sunshine energy. You might be a little bit stagnant and not really having that jump forward energy, that charge forward inspiration. You may be lacking the inspiration. This is telling me that whether you lack the inspiration or not, you're moving forward. And this is saying that you might be lacking the inspiration, or you might be having too much of the inspiration. So I hope that that's helpful, and you can sort for yourself which one it is, whether you're recklessly trying to move forward. I don't see anything reckless in these other cards. So maybe you're just not quite as inspired as you need to be to make the moves to move forward. In your environment, there's a Knight of Swords. So there's a warrior of absolute self-control, absolute control over their own mind. There's an extremely controlled environment here. And there's a swallowing of words. There's so much self-control going on. And a holding of your tongue, or somebody is not saying what everything that's coming to mind. They're holding their tongue. They're holding their own. There's just like a total mastery. To swallow a sword involves more self-control than I can possibly even imagine. So this is a holding back, a self-control, controlling of the mind, controlling of the words energy. As you move forward, your to-do list is this 9 of Wands. So this is a harvesting energy. This is a getting rid of what's not working anymore energy. She's got the scythe, and she's kind of like the reaper, the passion reaper, not the grim reaper, but the passion reaper. And she's coming in here. And this 9, so you have 9s here, a lot of 9s, a lot of completion, a lot of what's the situation you've gotten your cups. You've achieved a level of emotional fulfillment. You've grown your ideas, you've grown your passions, and it's time to harvest them, to get rid of the parts of the plant that's no longer working for you. So it's a little bit of an unsettled energy. So this is encouraging some unsettled energy, some movement, some harvesting, some getting rid of what's no longer working for you, because the situation has produced all that it can produce. And it's time to make way for new things. So this is sort of a clearing your garden energy. And then in your future, we have a possible outcome is the Six of Pentacles. So this is a waiting energy. I see this here with this like watch and see. And I see this here with this not quite, with this on the threshold, not quite leaving, but dreaming of leaving. So we just have this wait, tick-tock, time passing, moving at its own pace that maybe you're not wanting. Here we have this like charge forward pace. But this is a let time do its thing. Time will move forward. Have patience. Have some patience here. Just watch, observe what's going on around you. So hopefully that was helpful for you, Aquarius. Thank you so much for watching, and it would be great if you could like and subscribe and comment so that this baby channel can grow and more people can find it, and it'll increase its visibility. So that the people that need these messages can find them more easily. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. See you next week.